Nowadays, it is evident that emerging technologies are not solely the driving force for economic growth, but they can also be perceived as a geopolitical capital. The EU is increasingly seen as a global regulatory standard setter in privacy and data protection, and has already undertaken an important legislative effort in the field of cybersecurity and 5G network security inter alia. Ensuring transparency and trust has become the hallmark of the EU approach to digital matters, which is seen as an exportable commodity to like-minded countries globally. Undoubtedly, the EU is intertwined into the geopolitical clash between the US and China, and that generates and elevates, if you will, the political impetus for the EU's developing strategic autonomy through the prism of digital sovereignty. This would require the Union to update and adapt a number of its current legal, regulatory, and financial instruments, and to promote more actively European values and principles in areas such as data protection, cybersecurity, and ethically designed artificial intelligence. Being more competitive is truly important, but also it's important for the EU to not rely purely and solely on its regulatory muscle, but instead to try to leverage it. This effectively calls for multilaterally investing in the digital sector to be directed towards an open strategic autonomy in the digital sphere. This should include investing in digital capacities, education, vocational training, infrastructure, and of course, new technologies. Europe finds itself in the midst of a geopolitical world where security, economic stability, and the protection of democratic values are increasingly dependent upon cooperation among democratic states. The ability to maintain an open transatlantic tech ecosystem is key to achieve the commitments to intensify cooperation here. And of course, the legitimate and understandable, to a certain extent, desire for sovereignty does not need to be in conflict with this ambition. The EU cannot achieve European digital sovereignty operating in isolation. Being assertive and strategic would effectively facilitate aligning Europe's digital sovereignty with its transatlantic agenda, and will be key to achieve its digital ambitions.